This is PkmnMstrz, a Pokemon Go podcast. Your critical hit of Pokemon Go and the news from the Pokemon world around us. Logic and adultiness don't always apply. Here are your hosts, Jolt Switch Matt and Roxy. Hi everyone and welcome to another week. As we do have, there's so many events going on. We could just do a quick review of and that's how you feel about it. Well, I mean, the two that we saw, the mystery thing and the surprise thing, were pretty cool.
Mystery and surprise.
But I mean, first of all, I want to make sure that I'm addressing the fact that I provided incorrect information for the mystery event. I thought it was going to be a Pokemon for an hour, but it was actually
Stardust.
a reward for an
hour.
So that was my bad. I apologize.
Feels bad, bro.
Feels bad.
Feels Brad?
Feels Brad.
Feels Brad. Oh, shout out to Brad. Who the fuck is Brad?
I have no idea.
Alright then.
But before we get too deep on our event radar that pretty much will run this week here for us.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that everyone is aware that this podcast is powered by Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can help the PvP scene that we've been within our region, and any level of support does help immensely. Now, if it's not quite your thing, not into putting any, of your income into an expense,
we get that.
We get that.
That's alright.
You can leave us ratings on whichever podcast provider that you're listening on.
That allows that.
That does allow it, and it definitely helps us out immensely, as well as the rest of the Pokemon community if they're looking for something to listen to.
Correcto.
And hey, even if you just do a simple share on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere quite like that, that helps too.
Yes. We appreciate.
Much appreciation.
Oh, yes.
Just show us you like what you hear.
Yes.
Now, first and foremost, we had that voting for Community Day. We didn't have the information when we recorded of who had won.
Yes.
But Rhyhorn won.
Yes, it did.
So that means we're going to be seeing Rhyhorn evolving to Rhyperior with Rock Wrecker as a charge move.
Correct.
On February the 22nd.
Yes.
And just keep in mind that in the Northern Hemisphere, Community Day is local time, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Northern Hemisphere, and 3 to 6 p.m. in the Southern Hemisphere.
I just hope it doesn't fucking snow. As we record this and fucking 20 feet of snow is falling. Stupid. Did I roll up the window in the car?
I think so.
Okay. Well, it'll be a surprise tomorrow morning.
Well, that's not a positive surprise.
If I didn't, I'm pretty sure I rolled it up. Well, you can check when you go with the dogs.
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I think it's alright. I can't see you forgetting.
I'm pregnant. I don't remember anything anymore. It's getting bad. It's getting pretty bad. I don't like it. I feel dumb all the time.
You're not dumb.
Dumb.
Now, keep in mind that evolutions up to 2 hours after Community Day will be able to have that exclusive move, which will be Rock Wrecker.
I like that. I like 2 hours, because sometimes, like if it's super snowy outside and gross and freezing.
You want to get warm while you're sitting somewhere warm.
Or I would like to get home at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you have to go to a park that's like a 20-minute drive away and like it's shitty weather out, you don't want to be rushing. And then you get home and you only have 10-15 minutes to do so.
Yeah. It rushes everything. And then you got to run through stats and stuff depending on your evolution.
Oh, look at this terrible commercial fucking bath fitters.
Just keep in mind, anyone looking into a bath fitter, that the old bath is still there. So if it was moldy and gross, that means you still have mold and gross. It just looks pretty on top.
Yeah, it's putting lipstick on a pig. A moldy fucking pig.
Or it's like turning moldy bread upside down because there's no mold visible on the other side.
Or just covering moldy bread in butter.
Yes.
Fucking stupid shit. Anyway, moving on.
Now, for that surprise spotlight hour we saw last week on February 4th, it was Onyx.
It was.
You got to get out to the park and do
I
some
went
walking?
out for a bit because I decided to walk because it's good for pregnant people, apparently, to walk. My swollen feet tend to disagree, but I don't care. So I went out to the park, the one where we usually do community day in.
Yeah.
And there was quite a few of them, but like I've had so many, so I wasn't really interested or intensely, catching. Right. I was just kind of doing more shiny checking. But at the same time, for the people who don't have it, I thought if they went to the park or somewhere that had a lot of stops, I thought it was a good experience. But for example, like you were at work and you didn't see any of them.
No. I saw lots. I say lots. I saw 3 on the radar.
Yeah.
But I was at work, so nothing spawned at work.
It's really weird because you have like Pokestops right around you, so you think you'd get like an overshoot.
See, but I see that problem still on Community Day too, because we have that building where lots of people are, and we work in telecom, so you'd expect that with the cellular usage and data within the building, that you'd see more spawns at the building.
Yeah,
but
and you have none, which is the weirdest thing.
For like Community Day, if I need to start at work,
yeah,
which I mean before, if Community Day started at 4 and I was done at 5, I would have to spend an hour at work.
So it's like a burnt hour.
So I'd drop an incense and I'd see about 4 or 5, maybe 6 if I was lucky over the space of an hour, and then I'd pick up and walk to the park and meet you there. Which
is way better spawns.
Yeah, and I mean the walk to the park too, because you're walking between dozens of Pokestops downtown.
But that's why I don't understand, because you're in between quite a few spots.
The main street, I mean, I work on the opposite end of the building, so that doesn't help, but the main street does have lots of Pokestops along it, but the issue is that I'm so far away from them that I'm outside of their sort of radius that would create those spots.
So maybe I'm thinking that you sit in a different spot than I think you sit.
Yeah, you're thinking I sit closer to the main road.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm where you pick me up in the building in the back.
Oh, from the back.
I can see you when you pick me up, so that's my end of the building.
Oh, so you're kind of just like, you're just out of reach.
I'm in the middle of quote-unquote nowhere. I can see the Pokestops. If I drift just enough, I can reach them and spin them.
But
sometimes my dude spawns across the road in between drifts across the road in between 2 Pokestops.
But that's about it.
But that's all I get. It's a tough goal. And like I said, even if I'm at work and it's not an event, I'll see Pokemon sometimes.
It's a rare occurrence.
Yeah. So aside from that, we also had the mystery bonus hour. Like I said, I provided incorrect information. I apologize. Things happen.
You thought it was a Pokemon.
I thought it would be a Pokemon.
But did we have that information?
I may have misread the information and been rushing through notes because there was just so many friggin' events.
Maybe.
That was like unknown, and I was like, this doesn't look right. Unknown, the same letter.
Yeah.
And I was wrong.
Yeah.
For the March.
Correct.
So I mean.
Well, shit happens. We can be wrong. We're fucking tinfoil hats. We're speculating.
I'm just owning it.
I'm not sorry for anything.
I'm just owning it. So it was a reward for an hour, which we got double Stardust.
Which is not bad for those of you who need it.
PvPers. Battlers.
God damn it. You're going to piss people off. Vincent, get off the TV. Fucking cats.
Now, right now.
Right meow?
For my birthday.
For your birthday.
Niantic gave us the Sinnoh celebration event.
For your birthday.
Clearly.
Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't do anything Pokemon related this weekend.
That's alright.
Because I decided to take over your birthday weekend.
Yeah, we went to a nice restaurant and you had me all dressed up nice and you dressed up super nice and
yeah. Sometimes. Like it happens once every full moon. And that's enough. The rest, I like being a hobo. And
then today you had my sister come out from 4 hours away and I didn't even know.
No. You know nothing, Jon Snow. I'm phenomenal.
Now, touching on my sister being here.
Yeah.
She did have to rush home because the snow started to get kind of
fucked.
Rough. We wanted to make sure she wasn't driving in heavy horribleness or getting home in the same.
For 4 hours.
Yeah. She does actually have her own podcast.
She does.
It's called Cream in Your Coffee, both spelled with a K.
Because her name is Katie.
And we'll post a link to her Instagram and her podcast Instagram in the description here. So if you want to tune in to just wackiness, silliness, not by any means
fucking hilarious.
Not by any means Pokemon related. But
sometimes you need that.
Yeah. Just need a refresher.
Oh yeah. She talks about cows on the highway.
That was one episode, yeah.
That blocked her from getting to her destination for 3 hours. Worth a listen.
I was starting to wonder, because it was before we saw the weather, I was starting to wonder, is she going to be on our podcast this week? That might be fun.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh fuck, I should probably go.
Yeah.
Well, because I went to close the curtains because the draft was coming in, because it's pretty fucking cold.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look out and I'm like, holy shit, I can't see anything because the snow was so thick. And then we went outside. We had to unsnow the car, even though I parked it like 3 hours ago earlier, and it was dry.
Yeah.
As you know, dry as a bone. And then went over to my aunt's, to where Katie's car was, because we don't have visitor parking at the moment. And between us getting out of our car, just letting my auntie know that we're here, and we're just picking up Katie and getting the other car ready for tomorrow, because the mechanic, it was like, what, 10-15 minutes? Not even. 10 minutes max.
Already we had to brush off the car.
Yeah, the car was like covered in snow. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm over the snow.
Now, this is breaking news.
What is breaking news? Snow?
No. The tournament that was happening in Oregon.
Yes.
So they created a battle tower thing with it. Ink wasn't able to make it out. I know King canceled his tickets, but he is back in Pokemon Go, which is a bonus. So
welcome back.
Welcome back, King. The winner of the tournament.
Yeah.
His name gave you a chuckle last week. Do you remember the name that made you laugh?
I don't remember what I did this morning.
The Wild Susan Boyle. Well, he won.
So funny. Oh, Susan Boyle won.
The Wild Susan Boyle won.
Fuck yeah. Good for you, Susan Boyle. Congratulations.
I just saw a tweet pop up, so just in the middle of everything.
Matt's just following his twatter. You're like the twats.
Oh my god. So the Sinnoh celebration.
It sounds like the Chinese New Year celebration, because everything's a celebration, right?
Celebration.
You want, Mandarin.
Celebration.
Celebration. Celebration. Sorry. Stella, why are you face planting on my boot?
It's a pillow.
Oh my god, Stally. I hate these cats.
So, just a reminder of what we're supposed to be seeing right now.
Oh, supposed to?
I'm going to be honest, I've hatched a lot of 7K eggs and I've seen none of any of these.
Okay.
They're supposed to be exclusively hatching, and this is word for word from, or maybe not word for word, but it says exclusively.
Yeah.
Hatching 7K eggs.
Yes.
In the Pokemon Go article.
Yes.
That it should be Badoo, Combi, Bronzor, Gible, Riolu, Hippopotas, and Mantike.
Okay.
I got none of them since the event started.
I fucking hatched a Geodude today. From a 7K egg.
And I've been just opening gifts to get them.
Fucking annoying that is?
So frustrated. Don't get me wrong, I've been seeing Hippopotas in the wild.
Same.
They're everywhere.
Because we live in a Pokestop, so I might just put on a lure. Oh my god, look at the smear he made. It looks like baby poo. No, that's bad baby poo. That's like pigeon poo when they're sick. Oh my god.
What is with the giant ring on friggin' Fiery's hand?
What? Where?
You didn't see that?
Wait for it. What the fuck? Is that a pop ring? Like, you know the pop ring things?
It looks like it. It's so big.
Fuck. That's what she said.
So, what we were supposed to be seeing...
Yes.
Were, again, these Pokemon. Like, and with all the shinies and everything we're seeing in gifts and stuff. Now, this event is supposed to be running until 10 p.m. on the 10th. So, by the time you're listening to this podcast, the event has ended.
Yes.
So, take a look on Twitter. I'm going to put a poll up when the podcast comes out just to see, how many sort of hatches you saw of these Pokemon. Because, like I said, I got 0.
Yeah, no, I'm not happy.
No.
Because it's like I'm getting all the regular bullshit. I think I even hatched a Vulpix or something stupid.
So, for me, it's a little frustrating. I'm not sure, maybe they forgot to flip a switch or something, but I'm beyond frustrated. I've been opening tons of gifts. I've been hatching all sorts of stuff because I've been walking like crazy.
Yes.
And nothing. I'm not seeing
it. It seems like my game is having kind of like a glitch. You saw I just opened 2 gifts, right?
Yeah.
I have 3 eggs now.
Some of them are giving you 2 eggs.
Oh, shit. Okay, then good.
Yeah, Terry Wolf was mentioning that on our Discord.
I completely I'm out of it half the time. Sorry, guys.
So props to you, Terry Wolf, for mentioning that.
Thank you, Terry Wolf.
I saw the same thing, too, where I would open, and I watched it as it opened. I didn't skip through the sequence, and I got 2 eggs, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Maybe it's because I skip through the sequence all the time. Just like, brrr.
Yeah. I mean, usually I don't open gifts unless I've got eggs because I don't really care what's going out of them. But for this event, I was really interested, and I am not
pleased.
No. So what we'll be seeing next weekend is that pink Pokemon weekend.
Yes.
Because it's Valentine's Day.
Nice. Is that a big purr?
Yes.
All you're going to hear on the podcast is the purr.
Got Monkey over here purring like crazy.
Monkey! Matt's cat.
So, starting Valentine's Day, February 14th at 8 a.m. local time.
Yes.
And running all the way until February 17th at 10 p.m. local time.
Yes.
We will have, as I mentioned there last week, some new Pokemon. Odino. And I was really happy to hear that I was not the only person struggling with this Pokemon name.
Okay.
If you listen to Pokemon Radio, Nar and Salt were having some difficulty with...
the same name?
Alomomola?
I'm just not even gonna...
So these will be new Pokemon. They are going to be rare, so don't expect to see tons of spawns, but definitely keep your eyes on your radar.
Mm-hmm.
Again, lures will last for 6 hours. You'll have 2 times catch candy. And there'll be new shinies in the game as well in Happiny, which is Chansey's baby form. So you'll get that from eggs.
Chansey's baby.
Because babies don't spawn in the wild.
Well, no, because they're babies and they must be protected.
And you will see wild Chansey that will be possibly shiny. Now within this weekend, there is also a raid day on February 15th. So it won't interrupt any of your Valentine's Day plans.
If you're like us and just staying home. Because I don't go... You know what? Someone told me a story. A buddy of mine used to work in Swiss Chalet.
Yes.
And this is like Swiss Chalet in Sarnia. So it's not like it's Toronto or anything. But like he was saying they get so slammed on Valentine's Day that... No. That the servers and the washers don't have enough time to wash the cutlery. So they will take the cutlery and just wipe it.
No.
Yeah. I don't know if that still happens. I mean, don't boycott the Swiss Chalet in Sarnia, obviously. But it's just like, he said that when he lived in Sarnia. So I don't know if it's a Swiss Chalet in Sarnia. He could have worked outside of Sarnia. But like, he's like, dude, I used to work in the back. Like, there was not enough time. So the servers would just come and grab them and just wipe them. Do you know how nasty that is?
That's gross. I worked in a restaurant and we did Valentine's Day and we cleaned every fucking dish. So
that's disgusting. That's why I will never go on Valentine's Day. I don't care.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's fucked. Plus, it's so expensive and it's like, alright, I'd rather just stay home with you and like make piasta.
But it's the same as fucking
what?
Halloween. You go out the next day, everything's less expensive.
What, the candy and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, same thing's gonna happen on Valentine's Day.
Exactly. Just wait. Everything's less expensive.
My favorite's Easter because then I can get the mini eggs cheaper. That's all I care about is the mini eggs. I love mini eggs. Mini eggs!
So we will be seeing a raid day on February 15th. So the day after when you got your Valentine's candy for less expensive than it was on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Between 2 and 5 local time. Lickitung will be spawning in tier 4 eggs.
Yes.
And he will know Body Slam.
Ooh.
Which is that move that made Vigoroth friggin' crazy in Jungle Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye out. And Lickitung is pink and will also be shiny. So that kind of fits in on the weekend there. Now, we already did touch on Community Day, which is another thing that is coming up.
And it's a Community Day.
Again, Rock Wrecker on Rhyperior, so keep that in mind. If you want some double rock moves, it'll be definitely interesting here. A new piece of information that came out after we posted our podcast. Pokemon Go is taking part in Pokemon Day.
Holy shit.
Hey. Relax.
Nothing's outside.
There's people in the hall.
No, is there? Mind your business.
So, Pokemon Day is February 27th.
Yes.
On Pokemon Day, Netflix is going to release Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Yes.
So it's it looks to be a remake of the original.
Yes.
Which is the one where Ash, it's the big cry scene. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't want to spoil it.
Ugh.
But you can watch it. It
tissues.
gets sad.
Yeah, so bring tissues. Not for any nasty reasons.
Oh my god. So, for that weekend itself, from February 25th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until March 2nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to commemorate the movie itself, Armored Mewtwo will be back in Tier 5 raids.
Yes.
And it will also have Psystrike, which is the big deal psychic move that they added to the game before for regular Mewtwo.
Yes.
On top of that, you'll be able to see clone Pokemon in the game. So
that's the one thing I'm so excited about. I'm excited.
hoping they have different stats. King had brought up an idea that I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it would be cool if it did.
Yeah.
Where they flip the attack and defense of the Pokemon that are clones.
That they what?
Flip the attack and defense stats of Pokemon that are clones. Because what that means is that Charizard, for instance, would have a better stat spread. It would have a better defense. It wouldn't be as squishy.
Yes. Still
be able to do a shit ton of damage with if you can get Blast Burn on it.
Yes.
But what
Blast Burn.
But what we need to keep in mind here is that there are, I believe it's 3 clone Pokemon that are being released.
Okay. I know it's Charizard, Blastoise, and
Venusaur.
Venusaur, yeah.
In Tier 4 raids. So you'll get your Armored Mewtwo, which is, and all of these are in the movie. So Mewtwo, this is where the Armored Mewtwo idea came from originally for Pokemon Go, is this movie itself. And so we'll see the clones that you also see in the movie.
Yes.
In those lower level raids.
I'm just excited to get different stuff.
It'd be different, more different. Now, what we need to keep in mind during this period. First, before we dive into silliness.
Oh my god.
If you use Go Snapshot,
yes,
you could see clone Pikachus.
When they just pop up, right?
Yes, so like Smeargle, yeah. So that's a bonus to the clone event as well here. Now, of course, with any event, they'll bring back the party hats.
Oh my fucking god. Enough with the fucking hats.
So Wild Eevee and Pikachu with party hats will be happening for the weekend. Now, you will be able to have up to 2 special trades per day throughout the weekend itself.
So I can trade you my hat for your hat?
Well, I mean, we'll already have it, so it won't be a special trade.
Fucking hat.
But if you're trading someone, a shiny or something they don't have yet, that counts as a special trade. You'll be able to do 2 instead of 1 per day that you always sort of have the access to.
Yeah.
Now, there will also be a raid day on that weekend as well, March 1st, between 2 and 5 p.m. local time. You'll have 2 Pokemon that will be available with party hats that have not been released yet. And they'll be shiny possible.
Oh my god.
On top of that, you'll be able to have 5 free raid passes throughout that period of time.
So I can get more hats.
Yes.
Yay me.
So you'll see a possibility of a shiny Nidorino with a party hat in Tier 2 raids.
Yes.
And shiny party hat Gengar in tier 4 raids.
Gengar's getting a party hat?
And yes, and you'll be able to get them shiny. Like we
It
have,
looks so ridiculous.
we have Ghastly shiny, but now you'll be able to get So
Wait, didn't we have shiny Gengar in raids at one point? Yes, we did. I'm pretty sure.
Did we have shiny Gengar in raids?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember that.
Remember, he was like just slightly lighter, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
That was Zapdos.
No, dude, it was Gengar.
Because Zapdos was barely lighter.
I know, but
Because Gengar had its own like raid day. I'm not sure if it was.
that's when it was. See, he was like a pale.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's how much it mattered to me.
I know. You don't give a shiznit.
I don't care for shinies. Speaking of which, I got a wild shiny
See,
Rattata
there you
this
go.
week.
It was when, it was last year though, like November.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I mean shiny Gengar's been in the game since shiny Ghastly's been in the game.
No, I understand, but you could actually get it shiny from a raid.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
See?
I'd hate that. Okay. Now, another big thing that'll be happening within the game as well. We've had a couple weeks of Great League and Go Battle League.
Yes.
The rotation's coming.
To Ultra?
Most likely.
Yeah.
So who's excited for the meta to change?
I don't care.
So lots of people have been talking about Giratina.
Mm-hmm.
Because Giratina is kind of the king, boss, shit, whatever for Ultra League.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, respect where respect is due, but if everyone's rocking a Giratina with Dragon or Ghost moves, then they ultimately cancel each other out.
Yep.
What I'm feeling is that everyone's going to be running the Dragon moves, most likely.
Yes.
So, from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at Pokemon that have Ghost moves
Mm-hmm.
to counter the Ghost,
Yes.
then you don't need to be worried about the Dragon damage.
Fair enough.
But just keep in mind that Ghost is weak to itself, as
So-
Dragon is too. So if it does have Ghost moves, you might be in a sticky situation. But this is where your Charmers come into handy. So you might be seeing things like Togekiss,
Yes.
which I've seen a few people use in the Great League, which is really hard to come by because you got to catch either get a Togepi hatched from an egg when you're at like level 18 or 19,
Yes.
because it wouldn't be able to be level 20,
Mm-hmm.
or catch a Togetic in the wild. Exactly.
Sorry, but legit though. What the fuck?
So that's So you'll probably see more Togekiss in Go Battle League and the Ultra League because I believe it's level 18 and a half
Yes.
is where it goes above Great League.
Mm-hmm.
So because they hatch at level 20, if you're level 20,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll be able to have that Togekiss available for Ultra League. And it'll probably be running Charm, which is your fairy type move. It'll help with your ghost types
Yes.
and dark types,
Yes.
as well as fighting types.
Yes.
And most, like what I've seen is Flamethrower, I think, and Ancient Power,
Okay.
which charges really fast and gives you the possibility of a buff.
Oh yes.
I think it brings your attack and defense up.
Huh.
I tried to run that on a Bayleaf in Great League, and it was kind of fun when it worked, but I make no promises.
So, just an update for everybody. It's supposed to fucking snow until 3 in the morning. Can we just, why don't adults have a snow day? Kids, it's okay, the bus driver doesn't want to drive, so the
there
kids
might be snow, it's a snow day.
So, the kids, the kids don't get to go to school because it's dangerous. The bus driver doesn't want to drive. So I have to take my ass to work and drive my car. I don't think it's safe.
Yeah, but see, I feel the same thing about my work, too. Friggin'...
I mean, all work.
In one of our centers across the country, there was, a centimeter of snow.
They shut it down.
They shut the center down.
Yeah, that same night, we got 15.
And I was made to go to work the next day.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I went to work too.
So, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh my God, it snows.
fucking don't want to drive anymore.
Yeah.
What?
Just this ridiculousness.
I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to fucking drive in it. I don't want to be worried. And everyone on the roads is, like, stupid. Like, all of a sudden, whenever there's snow or rain, like, everyone gets this idea of hold my beer. Like, see what I can do.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Just drive like a normal fucking person. And if I'm going slow, there's a fucking reason, you dumb idiot. So you sitting on my ass isn't going to help. I'm probably going to brake and you're going to end up in my ass because snow. You
Giggity.
fuckhead. Shut up. You wouldn't like that.
No.
Someone ended up in your ass.
No, I wouldn't.
Giggity. Fucking. I don't know. Maybe you would with the beard ass juices. I have no idea.
Oh my God.
I don't know what you're into.
Yes, you do.
I only live here.
I only live here. Anything else we've missed?
No. Kitten, you're so loud. Do you think they can hear that?
Maybe.
Oh my God. How are you keeping your legs up like that?
I'm just doing it.
How? Why are your legs so shiny?
I don't know.
That's really weird. It looks like you're wearing pantyhose.
Oh God.
Maybe you would like it.
Oh my God. But anyway. No?
He's a wiener. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's a lady. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know.
Oh my God, my back. Oh, this couch sucks when you're fuck.
I know with Go Battle League you did it a few times. You didn't do it a whole like bunch.
I did, and so I took this like weird ass team.
Yeah.
I took a Steelix, Registeel, and what the fuck else did I take with me?
Oh, and your Registeel didn't have lock on.
No, but what was the third one?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Fuck, but it was all like steel and like random shit.
So you were like hyper weak to
everything,
fighting and fire.
So then I was like, fuck it. I went in and literally smoked, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, but that just showed, like, you've taken part in some tournaments. You're not into PvP as much as, like, Jamie and Phil and I and most of the other community that dives into Sylph Arena. But you've done it enough to have done it, have experience with it, not with the automated robots that are Team Rocket.
No.
So...
Can I have that pillow? Please? Two-sided.
What is it? What kind of pillow is it?
Polar Tropic. Oh, so it's ice yarn. And what is this? Cozy Nick. Oh my God. Can I have it? Oh!
Boy soy? What's that?
I don't know.
Bio soy.
I just want a pillow that's constantly cold. I love cold pillows.
Yeah, you flip your pillow in the middle of the night.
I do. Because I want it to be cold. I want the Polar Tropic. Do you hear the fucking snow?
Yeah, it's not nice snow. It's like...
It's ice.
Turning to icy ice.
Dun, 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 dun. Ice, baby.
But yeah, so you had that experience to be able to...
So, I mean, I can put together a team.
Right, and on top of that, you know the feel to battle. So, like, if they change, you may not be good with typings and stuff, but you know the motions, know the feeling, know the ability to go through the sequences. So as you're battling people that don't battle often, it's easier for you.
It is.
Because they're used to battling Team Rocket that does this.
Yes.
And pauses after charge attacks and does these things.
Yeah, and they all burned their shields with my first 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Which is amazing, because I hold on to my shields until I think I need them.
Yeah. And I mean, I do that similarly too. I mean, my team that I've been rocking is... I lead with Skarmory because it's got 2 weaknesses.
Okay.
Fire and electric.
Yes.
What are the odds someone's going to lead with something that knows fire and electric moves?
Now I will. Bring on my Charizard.
It does...
Blast, burn your ass.
It does damn well against Altaria as well.
Yes.
And so the key to it is just, don't burn your charge moves if you don't need to.
Is this Extreme Makeover?
Home edition, yeah.
Yes, this is the show that makes people think you can do a whole house in a fucking week. Stop doing that. Stop giving unrealistic expectations. God damn it. No, you cannot order black fixtures and have them tomorrow, sir. It doesn't fucking work like that.
If you want that, go to Wayfair and don't have a warranty.
Oh my god, it won't even arrive the next day.
Go to Amazon.
Fuck. No, don't do any of that. Just plan accordingly. Don't be a fuckhead. Like, if you're doing a renovation, it's not like you wake up today and go, I would like to reno my kitchen tomorrow. It's never like that. Like, you've known for weeks.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you slacking? Like, just, oh my god. Anyway, back to Pokemon.
And then,
Lord.
so, my guy that I try and save all my shields for is Mawile.
Okay, yeah.
Now, the thing with Mawile is it has so many different fast attacks. Like, originally, when it was used in... I think it was used in Sinister. I think we saw Guan use it in Sinister, and he used it really friggin' well.
I don't know if it was Sinister, but he did use it in one tournament. It was the one where he just got it traded the night before, right?
Yeah, with his buddy give it to him.
Yeah.
Double moved and everything.
So he didn't have to do much
Oh,
with it.
man. He just had to... he's... I don't even think he practiced with it, he said. He watched
didn't.
videos.
He said he didn't have practice runs at all.
But, like, in that tournament, you could see where Power Up Punch made it hurt.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they used Play Rough.
Not sure.
I can't remember.
I can't recall.
Because it was... Play Rough is a fairy type move. It would have worked on a lot of the Sinister meta. So, what I have on mine, because it has such an interesting twist,
Very
is
twisty.
I've got Fire Fang on the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, buddy. So, if you try and pull a fucking Registeel or Skarmory, you fucked.
You done fucked up.
You done fucked up. And then I got Power Up Punch. So what happens if you shield? Great. If you don't, I don't care because my attack is going up either way. Power Up Punch is not made to do damage. It's made to make the other attacks do more damage.
Of course.
Because I mean, before when we first got it, yes, it did a shit ton of work.
Yeah.
What are you chuckling about? Oh, you're still watching that video? Oh.
At least it's not like sad videos where I'm crying. So
Okay,
this
so
is an improvement.
There's a video that she saw on Facebook today where these people have this.
It's a couple.
It's a couple who has a
wooden patio deck thing.
So the chick comes out on the patio, lights a cigarette, walks to the stairs. You can tell it's been raining. And what happens on the stairs, about 4 down, she wipes out.
And like falls all the way down.
Oh, all the way down.
And then screams for her
husband to come out. And guess who comes out?
Barefoot. And falls.
Barefoot, thick dude in boxers only. And he wipes out on the way to the stairs.
Like, I'm laughing at this because I'm like, I've done this before.
Have you really?
Yeah, of course. Like, I've worn shoes you shouldn't have worn. And like, she's wearing slip-ons. Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Yes, I've done... Mistakes were made.
Oh my goodness.
But it's so great. I'm going to hell. Oh well.
But yeah, so I mean...
Oh my god.
Mawile does really fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it fits that niche really, really well, especially with Fire Fang, because it charges decently. Mm-hmm. And all I want to get to is Power Up Punch.
Yeah.
Now, if I can get to enough of them and you pull an Altaria on me, I've got Iron Head in the back, so it's just going to wreck you. Same with Fairy types. Just boom.
Well then.
So that's where my coverage comes from, and that's where my shields go to. Because I will just power it up. I don't care if you shield or not. I will power it up. So anything is just going to hurt. Just fast attacks. Mm-hmm. Just, done.
Ugh.
And then in the back, just in case, Swampert. With Hydro Cannon.
A Swampert? Yeah, buddy. Oh my god.
With Hydro Cannon. So if I switch to it and you go, Venusaur. And you switch to a Venusaur?
Yeah.
Mawile with Fire Fang.
No.
And Power Up Punch. You might waste a shield because you don't know what it's got.
True.
But then my Fire Fang does more.
What's a fruit that starts with E? Never fucking mind.
Ebola?
No! Oh my god, I'm done.
I don't know. Is eggplant a fruit?
No, no, you're an eggplant. Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay, this podcast is derailing. We're done here.
And the bonus to Swampert is I've got a ground fast attack.
Okay.
And Earthquake as the secondary fast attack, which means any of the electric types you might try and pull on my Skarmory
Yes.
are toast that way.
Nice.
But anyway, I'm trying to remake my team similar or some way for Ultra League because Mawile doesn't get powered up that high, like enough to be able to get close to the 2,500 cap.
Okay.
So let's try and work something out.
Very nice.
So, did you have anything you wanted to bring up?
No.
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 Alright, well, make sure everyone to tune in. We release every week on Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
You can see us on Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. And just recently, we've actually made our way to iHeartRadio.
Yes.
So if you've got that app to be able to tune into any of your favorite radio stations, there is a podcast section where you can find myself as well as a lot of other Pokemon Go podcasts are there too.
Yes.
Now, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Like I said, I'm going to put a poll up for just to see how many people hatched like actual Sinnoh Pokemon that they were supposed to for this event. Because, you know, we've been hatching like crazy and not seeing any, so it's definitely weird and wacky. And you can always send us an email here at joltswitch@outlook.com. And you can leave us a voicemail by clicking that link in the description there. We're still waiting for a story for you.
Don't even fucking talk about it. I don't even care anymore. Read my own stories.
If you got a story, I think your mood would change.
Probably. Maybe I'm just angry because I want my sub, but I can't eat it.
Because you're full?
Because I'm full and sicky and gross. Just gross.
Oh, well. Have a good week, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye!
Wait. Give them some kitten. Give them kitten!